Hi, I'm Austin Leak, and this is my barriers project for EDU 525. Standard 1 is vision, mission, and goals. It states education leaders have the knowledge and ability to ensure the success of all students by facilitating the development, articulation, implementation, and stewardship of a school or district vision of learning supported by the school community. The potential barrier for this, um, Standard 1 is all about having a vision that has been communicated from the athletic director to the coaches. So, in my opinion, the biggest barrier would be an athletic director that either doesn't have a vision or his vision differs from the coaches that are underneath him. All programs within the athletic department need to have a clear mission statement that they abide by so they're all on the same page. Standard number 2 is teaching and learning. It states education leaders have the knowledge and ability to ensure the success of all students by promoting a positive school culture, providing an effective instructional program that applies best practice to student learning, and designing comprehensive professional growth plans for staff. The potential barriers for standard number 2. One of the biggest barriers promoting a positive school culture is showing poor sportsmanship on the playing field. Standard 2 also discusses providing an effective instruction program that applies the best practice to student learning. I believe the biggest barrier that prevents students from learning would be a coach who is not mentally prepared for the task of being the head coach, maybe of their sport. The most likely barrier to prevent a comprehensive growth plan for staff would be not allowing them professional development opportunities within their sport that would allow them to grow, which would then result in the student athletes having a better learning environment. Standard number 3, management of organizational systems, states education leaders have the knowledge and ability to ensure the success of all students by managing the organizational structure, personnel, and resources in a way that best promotes a safe, efficient, and effective learning environment. The potential barriers for standard number 3. I think one of the likely barriers to this standard is an athletic director who is unorganized and does not present the coaches with the proper personnel or tools in order to run a successful athletic program. Another barrier would be that the best organizational practices have not been relayed from the athletic director to the coaches, which results in the two parties being on separate pages. The next standard is standard number 4, collaboration with families and stakeholders. It states that education leaders have the knowledge and ability to ensure the success of all students by collaborating with families and other community members, responding to diverse community interests and needs, and mobilizing community resources. The potential barriers for this is one of the most important factors in becoming a successful athletic director is being able to communicate with the community in a way that shines light on the athletic department in a positive way. The most likely barrier to standard number 4 is an athletic director who lacks the ability to effectively communicate with the community members. This results in a lack of interest in the community, which will in turn result in a lack of help from those whom you need it the most. As a result, if the stakeholders don't believe in your message, then it will likely result in very low job security or possibly even losing your job. Standard number 5 is ethics and integrity. It states education leaders have the knowledge and ability to ensure the success of all students by acting with integrity and in an ethical manner. The potential barriers for standard number 5. When it comes to ethics and integrity within the athletic department, the tone is set from the top. So as an athletic director, it's important that you set the right example when it comes to showing appropriate ethics as well as unmatched integrity. If coaches and players see you as a pushover or even someone who lacks self-control, this is going to result in them acquiring those same tendencies, and it's going to cause your athletic program to spiral out of control. So it's important that you set the tone at the top and show that you have the integrity that it takes to lead a program. Standard number 6 is professional development. It states education leaders have the knowledge and ability to ensure the success of all students by remaining current on best practices in education administration and school-related areas as evidenced in his or her annual professional development plan. The potential barriers for this, the greatest barrier when it comes to preventing professional development would be either a lack of professional development opportunities for the athletic director, or possibly the fact that maybe the athletic director just doesn't care enough to take advantage of the professional development opportunities that they have been given. Staying on top of the most current practices is something that I think we need to strive for, and if it's not something that we do, then we're going to get passed up by others in our field. Thanks, guys.